video you're about to watch contains exercise techniques and tips, so make sure your brain's switched on. If you need a pen and a pad to write anything down, make sure you got that. And without further ado, let's go learn something. And just like that, team, we are back with another video. Today's video is a bit of a change up, so it's not a burpee workout. It is technique of some of our basic body weight movements. A lot of the body weight movements that you will see in these videos and these workouts that I do, and hopefully you do. Before that, make sure you go smash that like first. Down there, smash that like button. If you smash that like, smash that subscribe button down there. When you do smash that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you get notified of all my videos that I will be posting. So, today, body weight basics. We got the push-up, we got the squat, and we got the lunge. So, we'll get straight into the push-ups. So, nice and simple here is the push-up. We're going to go over the how-to, we're going to go over some common errors, some regressions, and then a progression of that movement. So what the push-up looks like is nice and simple. We're going to go into our push-up position here. Elbows out nice and wide, bring your chest down nice and low, looking forward, and then coming straight back up to the top of the movement. And up. From a different angle. And up. Down and up. Now when we do these push-ups, we want our elbows to be flared down. Common mistake a lot of people will do is push up with their elbows up high. So they'll be doing their push-ups like so, which is putting stress onto your shoulders, and it's not a proper way to push. I like to imagine your push-up is pushing somebody away. We want to push somebody away like this. We push them away with a go away, which is exactly the same as your push-up. So, to make these easier, your feet will be shoulder width apart. Your hands will be nice and close. You will flare in and you will push up. You're pushing the ground away from you. So, my feet are locked out, shoulder width apart. My hands are at my chest, and I bring my weight all the way down. So my chest comes to the ground, and I go back up. What I won't do here though, is look at the ground. So my neck will bend, and I'll push up with a lower range. Another common error here is where the hips stay up, and they just bring their chest down. What we want to do is a flat back. I want to move at the exact same time, slowly down to chest, and then straight back up. Now, an easy regression here is we do the push up on our knees. It's the exact same form. You want your feet up. You're still going to bring your chest and hips down at the same time. Push up and down nice and low with a straight neck, and then back up. We don't have too much of a curve for our neck. We're just slightly looking forward, push up and down to chest, and back up. A common error of this push up is this, where it's just the chest comes down and no hips move. So we want to move our hips and our chest at the same time, bringing them down and back up. Again, we have our elbows flared in and not up. So we go into our push-up form, and it would be the exact same if you were standing and you're plank, high plank. You just drop your knees to the ground, bring your feet up, and push up, down, nice and low. Now, another regression we can do here, other than just starting on the knees, is if you can push all the way down but you can't push up. We drop to our knees at the end of the movement. So we push up, down, get to the ground, drop your knees, come back up. Back to your feet, push up, down, knees, up. If your down movement's the hard part and you're going to work on your up, we go down, here, feet, up. Nice and simple. Down, knees, up. You can push up on your knees. Nice and simple. Couple of progressions here. Now your first progression is a nice and simple one, which is a hand release on your push-up, so you really have to do a bit more of a push-up. You do your full range push-up, get to the ground, hand release, push up, back up. If you want to make the push-up hand release more deliberate, you go down, arms go out, back to here, and up. down, out. We can also do diamond push-ups, which you may see in a few of my videos where your hands are closer and you go in. You can't diamond, we just have closer grip push-ups, elbows still flared back. And then our last progression, we've got a clap in here. Everything's the same, nice and simple, up and clap. That's your push-ups there. So, remember, key points, elbows flared in, not up, hips come down at the same time, chest goes to the ground, and we try to keep our backs nice and flat. If we need to drop to our knees, we drop to our knees. We'll jump on to the squat. So, the squat, nice and common movement here. You'll see in a lot of other exercise videos. Feet shoulder width apart. There's a few options with your toes. Some people like them forward, other people like to slightly flare them out. If we flare them out, we're not going all the way. It's just slight angle from what you would stand in. Think of if you're a boxer, your angles will be slightly out. Same with our squat. For me, particularly, I like to keep them flat, so I'm more strict and stuck in my position. My weight drops into my heels, and I squat low, just like I'm sitting into a chair. My back stays straight, proud chest, squat nice and low. Come straight back up. Squat nice and low, come straight back up. Some people like to put their hands out for extra balance, but we're dropping low. Imagine there's a seat behind us, and we're trying to sit down into that seat. So we just sit into our seat, all my weight's loaded into my heels, and I'm up. If you need help loading weight into your heels, you may see my toes come off the ground here. My toes will be up, which is going to teach me to load all the weight into my heel, and I sit back into my heel. Now what I don't want to do is go too far back, and I don't want to go forward. A few common errors you will see is knees bowing in. So people will either squat in here, or they will squat out. They will also squat onto their toes because they can't get that full range. Now what we're going to do to help with our regression, I don't actually have a box here right now, but I will use this for a demo purpose. Imagine it was a higher box. You're going to sit onto this. So this is your regression. You sit down onto your box, and then you sit back up. You'd preferably want a higher box, about chair height, and you're just telling yourself to sit back, just like you would do on the toilet. We never need any help in the toilet unless we need to hold on to something, but we generally know how to sit down pretty well for the toilet. So sitting down and back up. There is a regression. We have another regression where you just don't go as far, but you work on sitting your weight back. Now what we don't do, another big key error, is this. When we come forward, we're not hinging, we're trying to keep our back straight. Imagine we're holding a box in front of us, and we can't drop that box. And we go up, nice and low, coming back up, keeping that weight loaded into your heels. Also, another common thing we'll see is on a prisoner squat, where you hold the top of your head. Now, a lot of people will hold the back of their head, and when they get tired, they slowly bring their neck forward, and then squats become like this. So if we ever do prisoner squats, we hold the top of our head, or we pull our ears, which stops the neck pulling over, and just squat nice and low. Progressions we can add to our squat. Nice and simple, the squat jump, go down nice and low, jumping up, nice and low, jumping up. We can come up onto our toes, squat low, up onto your toes, squat low, up onto your toes. And then there's a few other myriads of squats that we can add in, but we won't worry about that. So, key points, weight sits back, weight goes back into your heels, sitting onto the chair. Chest forward, proud chest, so standing tall, coming down low. Back is flat, so we got a flat back, we don't hunch over. Common mistake, knees going in, how do we recreate that? We bring them out. Knees going out, how do we recreate that? We bring them in. And then coming up onto our toes when we go down. How do we recreate that? Work on squatting more. So just work on getting this range of all this weight loading into the heels. This is all we need to do to practice this, and then eventually become lower, and eventually when we're even more advanced, we can go full ass to the grass. The lunge. So, nice and simple. There's a few variations of a lunge. You have forward steppings, you have reverse stepping, you have static squats where you're stuck on the spot, you got pulse squats, you got walking squats. There's a whole lot of squats. Today, we're just going to do the two basics. First one we start with is our reverse lunge. Standing nice and tall, you'll be shoulder width apart, not on a train track. I mean, your train tracks, not on a tightrope. So we're not tight roping, we're on the train tracks just like a squat. Step your rear foot back, lunge your weight down and up. Now the weight on this one drops evenly in the middle. We evenly drop in the middle here, so our rear knee drops, which will keep our lead leg straight. If I drop my weight forward, my knee will come in line with my toe, which is going to injure my knee and my ankle. If I go too far back, my weight is loaded on an angle and I really put a lot of pressure into my knee. Same with my forward stepping one. Step forward, get the balance, drop your weight down. Generally what happens on a forward stepping lunge is your weight will go forward, and a lot of people lunge like this and their knee drops. How we want to clean that up is by pausing. We get to our position, pause and lunge down. Bring our foot back. When I bring my foot back, I will push off my heel with all my weight. And I'll go back. Balance, down. Key here is the balance of the movement. If I do them in reverse, it's the same. It's all about my balance, my lead leg. Down nice and low, balance, up. Remember, our weight goes directly down, not forwards, not backwards. Straight down, just like a squat. Staying on the spot. Here, I would say where you want to start is with a static squat, which is the lunge, which is just on the spot. Find your balance point, go straight down, and work on your static lunges. What this is going to do is help this lead leg from going too far forward and too far back. Teaching ourselves to just drop weight down. Again, you're holding a box and just dropping nice and low there, nice and simple. Regressions for this exercise is that static one, staying on the spot, and also not going too low. So you get into your position and just slowly work on this balance point where your hips are in a line. So my hips are both here, not one in front of the other. Square hips, just dropping weight down. Weight goes straight down in the middle of my body, not too far forward. If we want to progress these, we have plyometric lunges, which is a jump. You can jump through this. We also have the reverse step, which is another progression. We can have the reverse step where we come up, go onto one leg and balance. Up and balance. We have the same with our forward stepping lunge. Come down, bring it up. That's a progression. You also have your walking lunges. We're going to walk forward. You also have your reverse walking lunge, where you will reverse back. Again, we have a prisoner lunge, where your hands will be on your head. Again, staying on the top of your head and not forward. If I pull forward, I will hinge my weight forward. Common mistakes we see here is we're too close and we lose our balance here. How we clean that up is shoulder width apart and just lunge down nice and low there. Nice and simple on that lunge. So yeah, how to lunge, shoulder width apart, nice and balanced, step that leg back, weight's loaded in your heel, weight drops down into the center, back up, static lunge. If we were reverse lunging, we're just swapping side to side. If we forward lunge, we do the same. Make sure that leg is straight and not putting our weight forward. Progression, again, we had the plyos or we had the walking ones. So yeah, team, that's that, nice and simple. How to do a push-up, how to do a squat, how to do a lunge. These three exercises You'll see all through my plan. You'll also see all through anybody else's workout plan. There's a myriad of push-ups, there's a myriad of squats, and a myriad of lunges. But if you understand and learn how to do them with body weight, you'll be able to smash out weight-loaded squats, weight-loaded lunges, clap push-ups, staggered push-ups, and weight-loaded push-ups. So, until the next workout video, which is tomorrow, stay well, smash that like, smash that subscribe, and go get some!